We've seen it all during the PBA fall swing. Big strikes, great spares, and memories to last a lifetime. What's next? We find out as we crown a king of the swing right now on CBS Sports Network. It is time to wrap up the PBA Fall Swing on CBS Sports Network. Today from Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan, outside Detroit, it's the King of the Swing. 5 bowlers, 3 of whom are Fall Swing champs, compete to be King of the Swing. Now let's meet our bowlers with our master of ceremonies, Dennis McCamery.
Thanks, Dave. I'm Dennis McCamery, your PBA MC, and I'm very excited to be here in Detroit, Michigan, in front of the livest audience on television for the PBA Fall Swing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, it's time for you to meet your bowlers. The number 5 seed is a 10-time PBA Tour champion and 2009 PBA Player of the Year from Pflugerville, Texas. Give it up for Wes Milan. The number 4 seed is a 3-time and reigning PBA Player of the Year from New South Wales, Australia. Make some noise for Jason Belmonte. The number 3 seed is making his 3rd telecast appearance in the PBA Fall Swing. A 2-time PBA titleist from Riverview, Florida. Give it up for Tom Doherty. The number 2 seed was the 2012-13 PBA Rookie of the Year, who owns 3 PBA titles from Huntington, Indiana, E.J. Tackett. The number 1 seed holds 11 PBA titles and was the 2011-2012 PBA Player of the Year from Montgomery, Illinois. Make some noise for Sean Rash. PBA fans, give it up for your bowlers right here on the PBA Fall Swing.
All right, Dennis, thanks. Great job there. Step ladder finals, Wes Milan, Jason Belmonte, 22 titles between them. We'll meet first, Tom Doherty next, a winner of the Fall Swing. 2 seed E.J. Tackett, another Fall Swing champ. And the top seed, the only 2-time winner on the Fall Swing, Sean Rash. My Hall of Fame broadcast partner, Randy Peterson. Lane level now with Sean.
Thanks, Dave. Sean coming off of 2 very impressive back-to-back wins. Sean, it's been a pleasure to watch you throughout the Fall Swing, but what's made you so dominant here?
I think it's just been tempo, filling frames, keeping the ball in front of me, and not really worrying about the other competitors. You know, I've always had that anxiety and trying to do too much and worrying about the outcomes. And this week's all been, or these couple weeks have been about process orientation, filling frames, and taking advantage of the opportunities. And God's given me 2 good ones, so hopefully today's the 3rd.
Hey, congrats and keep it going.
Thanks. Glad to be back.
Hottest player, Ryan.
No doubt
only
about
one
it.
match away to win for the 3rd time here.
Randy, no question about it. Clearly, Sean's ready for some more magic. 2 titles, Badger and Detroit for Sean. E.J. Tackett, first ever TV championship has come at the Fall Swing. Tom Doherty, first win on tour since 2012. And we begin with Milan Belmonte. What a match and what a field of 5 bowlers we have here in suburban Detroit.
Sorry about that, partner. It was so loud down there, I could barely hear you.
Great overflow crowd. Again here in Detroit. And Wes Milan gets us started. That's the start Big Wes wants. All 10 down. And we are bowling on 2 oil patterns today, Rand.
32 feet on the right lane, the Wolf, and 52 feet on the left lane, the Badger. Balls are going to go really straight on the left, and they're going to hook a lot on the right.
Jason Belmonte would like this fall swing in style. It has been a swing of struggles for Belmo. Randy, why is that?
You know, Dave, that's a great question. He bowled so brilliantly in qualifying, but television has been a bit of a challenge, and he just hasn't matched up well. Ball reaction for him has not been real predictable, and I think that affected his shot making.
One last chance to on the swing, and he goes right at the 1-3 pocket this time and leaves the 4.
That was coming at us at about 22 miles an hour. That was really straight and really fast. That ball never moved.
12 titles in the PBA Tour, 3-time reigning Player of the Year. Unfortunately, not the swing he wanted, and the chances to be Player of the Year again dwindling for Belmo, but still would love to finish out in style here in Detroit.
I asked Belmo during warm-ups, I said, can you climb the ladder and win this? And he looked at me and he said, I'm going to.
I like the confidence. Big Wes Malott, 10 times a winner on the PBA Tour from just outside Austin, Texas. Former Player of the Year himself. Really hurried to get back to that 1-3 pocket and leaves the 10-pin.
A lot of angle on that shot, and that ball hit the pins. Didn't have a lot left when it got there. Watch this. About 13 out to 2. And when ball enters the pocket, it's just a little soft.
Red hammer.
2009 Player of the Year on the PBA Tour. Won 3 titles that year. Team USA, great collegiate career at West Texas A&M as we see his arsenal.
IQ Tour Pearl on the right lane, high wire on the left lane.
Right at it. And crunches 10 back into the pit.
They're good.
Got to go straight on this lane because there's 52 feet of slickness and only 8 feet of lane left. So you're not going to see the players giving up a whole lot of the pocket.
Jason Belmonte with a strike as he tries to salvage this fall swing. He gained some excellence on TV.
Watch the big drift to the left as he feeds it to the right. For you folks at home, if you want to learn how to throw the ball to the right, you got to get your hips open. And the best way to do that is by drifting left. Get that 3rd step and a 5-step approach to go left. Have the 4th step follow it. The hips will open and you will feed the ball to the right. Watch this. Here you go, right lane. This is where he's really opening that front part of the lane up. Look at how open his hips are. He's actually going sideways to the foul line. The days of square shoulders and square hips and don't drop your right shoulder if you're right-handed, well, those days are over.
Big Texan finds the range. And each bowler right in that pocket, despite the different lane conditions. Have you ever bowled on 2 different lanes, different conditions on TV?
Yes.
And how'd it go?
Well, it was never intentional. They just ended up that way.
So not well, I'm guessing.
No, I mean, I won titles
You won
before
13 titles in your great career.
where the lanes were different, where one lane played different than the other. But this is drastic, and I understand what you're saying, but no, I have not.
Unique format.
Yes.
Didn't like that much, but he'll take it. It's our Barbazol close shave replay of the day.
Spill on lane 3. Spill on lane 3. Look at that. The 8-pin falls last. It was like the 4-8 standing. The 4 falls into the 8, and Wes is like, my middle name is Lucky.
Back to Bell. Comes high this time. And the 3-6 stand for the star from Australia.
And here I thought we were going to have some big scores, and Jason let me down. Dear Santa, all I want for Christmas is big scores. Please.
I think the entire fall swing, we maybe saw the front 6 once.
Yeah.
Is that as far as we got?
The patterns played pretty tough.
It did. All fall here in Detroit. And nice pickup there. Spare for Belmo. Keep things very close in our first match. Stepladder finals. King of the swing.
He's taking a re-rack, and he's sporting the usual facial fescue as he normally does.
Wake up with a jolt as the outspoken Craig Carton and former star quarterback Boomer Esiason team up to bring you all the latest from around the world of sports. Boomer and Carton weekday mornings at 6 Eastern right here on the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.
How do we get a Rhino and Randy show going?
I'm ready. Pitch it.
Take a look at his Arsenal fight on the right lane, high road on the left lane.
He didn't like it. Look, right through the nose. And the 6-7-10 split.
Well, that was just a bad shot. It was pulled way left, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it. Just hasn't made real good shots that we're accustomed to seeing him make on television, and it's cost him every time.
Oh, it sure has. I'll be very interested to see how he regroups after the fall swing. Lots of TV appearances. Unfortunately, results like that, an open frame, no wins for Jason Belmonte yet. And now a 27-pin hole to former Player of the Year, Wes Malott. We're not far from downtown Detroit at Allen Park, and the overflow crowds, standing room only, have been outstanding this entire swing. Boy, it's been a great atmosphere here. Detroit, as Randy knows very well, one of the best bowling towns in the country.
Great crowds, great people, great bowling fans here in Detroit. I mean, they're everywhere. They're in the rafters behind us. The stadium is full. We've got folks everywhere to get a glimpse of the greatest in the world going at it here inside Thunderbolt.
For whom was Wes Malott. He knew that was going to go high, and sure enough it did in the 3-6-10 stand for Wes.
Yeah, he didn't like it. Take a look at this lane level. Look at the rotation on that bowling ball, but a little too much friction goes through the face, leaving the 3-6-10. And how often have we seen it throughout the fall swing where one opponent opens and then the other
It's happened
goes
a lot.
right behind it. It's incredible.
Instead of taking advantage and expanding the lead, Wes hands the break right back to Belmo, leaving the 10-pin.
Suck all of a sudden or what? So bad.
Looking for a break in the 9-pin, doesn't get that. But at least it's not a split for Wes Malott.
On the 52-foot Badger oil pattern left lane, Wes Malott actually has gone to 4 steps just to get slow enough with his speed.
That's a big change.
Square. Just like that.
I don't think it's a stretch to say the spare shooting overall here in Detroit for the fall swing has not been stellar.
Which, considering these are the best bowlers in the world, is a surprise. But the conditions have been a challenge, even for the best. And now look, Belmo, all 10 back.
You don't want to give this guy too many chances, right? I mean, Wes Malott working on 3 in a row. Belmo gives him an opening, and instead of throwing 2 more right on top of it, he goes open 9 spare. Belmonte with a strike here cuts the lead, cuts the deficit to 2.
Different pattern, different approach to that 1-3 pocket. How about that? How long did it take the 7 to go down, Randy?
An eternity. Don't ever turn your back on him, Dave. Don't ever turn your back on him. Nice. If you're Wes Malott, you can't be real comfortable. Yeah, now it's even harder. Remember, he missed 3-6-10.
Great effort,
Now
sir.
you throw the 9-pin in the mix, and this spare just got a whole lot tougher. And talk about change of direction in this match. He's going to throw it straight.
Let's see if he covers. A lot of wood there does get the job done. Nice spare pickup for Wes Malott.
Sack up one time in his life. Idiot.
He's frustrated, Randy.
He is, and that 3-6-9-10 combination's gotten so difficult on tour that players are now actually throwing the ball straight at that cluster. And you don't see that when you have that back pin because you need the ball to hook into that. But the old patterns have gotten to where if the player tries to throw a hook ball into that spare, if he gets it right, it hangs. If he gets it left, it hooks. Players are just now throwing it straight and hoping.
Wait.
He didn't like it down lane, but the result is good.
Five-step approach on the right lane where Wes Malott can do what he does naturally. Left lane, 4-step approach. That'd be pretty good to be able to do that, huh, Dave?
Among the best in the world to make that in-match adjustment.
Pretty impressive.
But right now it's Belmo in control. Looks for the turkey. Foundation frame to go up by 12. Crossing over, almost a Brooklyn strike, and a 6-pin
I don't want to miss a little bit left.
on another misfire.
Not sure the last time I've seen Jason turn around after immediately letting go of the ball as many times as he has here in Detroit. It's just very uncharacteristic of Jason Belmonte.
Tom Doherty faces. There's the spare for Jason Belmonte. And Randy, you've been on TV so many times in your great career, 13 wins, Hall of Fame. When you're scuffling, what are you telling yourself at this point in the match?
Keep fighting, just hang in there. You know, you almost have to will yourself into making good shots and making the right decisions. You certainly never panic. You know, that's the worst thing you can do. You just dig in and you keep fighting.
Do just that right here. And he just missed that 1-3 pocket again.
Yeah, now he's in jeopardy of losing. Spare here and a strike, he shoots 200.
2-5.
A lot can go spare strike for 201.
Some of the hits we're seeing here are so uncharacteristic of top-level pros. We've seen some strange shots on the fall swing. And it has to do with the challenging conditions. And unfortunately for these great bowlers, not matching them and not being one step ahead in most cases in terms of strategy.
I take it right back.
He looks out of sync, Jason does. He looks like he's just not timed up. And when your rev rate and ball speed are that extreme, boy, it really shows. And it's really going to show up on tough patterns. There's hold on the left lane, there's swing on the right lane, yet he's having a little trouble getting to the pocket on both lanes.
Looking for some late match and the 10-pin.
Malott, 9 spare 9, he moves on. 199 for Belmonte. 9 spare 9 gives Wes Malott 200. Last 2 shots on this lane, 7-2, 6 spare for Wes Malott.
So he needs it. Channel, look out! A light hit that missed the pocket. Disaster.
Stop now.
To a 10.
He moved in and trusted it to the right, and this ball never gets back to the pocket. He's thinking it's going to just fly off of that edge. Instead, it's a 2-8-10. Belmonte is going to win unless Wes Malott can convert the 2-8-10.
So he's got to have it, and he won't have it. That's it.
Moves on.
Jason Belmonte watches Wes Malott struggle at the end of that match and wins 199-185. Climbing the ladder, Tom Doherty, a winner on the swing, is next for Belmo. At the fall swing just outside of Detroit, Jason Belmonte. It wasn't pretty, but it was a victory. 199-185 over Wes Malott, the 5 seed. Next up for Belmo is Tom Doherty. And welcome back to Allen Park. Dave Ryan alongside my Hall of Fame broadcast partner, 13-time winner of the PBA Tour, Randy Peterson. So, been a big subject of the fall swing. Jason Belmonte struggles. He does beat Wes Malott there. Only rolls a 199. He's got to rally. He's got to bowl better. Can he do it is the question. He's a 3-time player of the year.
Well, obviously, I mean, he's capable, but we haven't seen it yet. For me, Dave, the oil patterns have played a lot tougher than their designs. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if it's the temperature of the building, but the oil patterns that we've used here in the fall swing have really deteriorated in a bad way, and that's been evident by the low scores. Belmonte's ball is highly susceptible to change because of the rev rate and speed, and I think that's why we're seeing what we're seeing.
Prediction, put you on the spot. Belmo, Doherty, what do you think?
You know, Doherty's got Belmo's number. He's never lost to Belmo on television, but I think Belmo wins this match, but I like Sean Rash for the title.
All right, Sean Rash already a 2-time winner on the PBA Fall Swing. More coming up on CBS Sports Network. PBA Bowling, King of the Swing, Belmo, Doherty on the way.